There are so many definitions of decolonization. So I've always said that decolonization is not an end point or an end goal. I always say decolonization is a process.
How are you personally defining decolonization?
I didn't really know about the term decolonization, but as of recently, without anyone telling me its actual pure definition, I've kind of built my own through my experiences and seeing and learning. And what it really looks like is just becoming ourselves again. We are ourselves. We need to accept our culture and who we are and where we come from.
Decolonization for me is us being comfortable with who we are, us embracing our language, us being able to say the greatest speeches in our own local language, you know.
How am I currently defining decolonization? For me, it looks like a battleground. It sounds like an endless song that we hear, but there's really no tune to it.
For the Posner Center, we acknowledge and analyze colonial history and its legacies, from organizational policies, programs, and practices to what we would consider individuals' behaviors, individuals' mindsets.
I probably have one of the most colonized minds in my higher education. Everything has been in westernized universities. Until our minds are decolonized, we will go about decolonization in the most colonized way.
I think that the term decolonization is becoming a buzzword. That said, I kind of like that it's a bold term that people seem to have been a little bit afraid of. It's new. Nobody wants to use it. It feels too abrasive.
I firmly believe that decolonization is supposed to be uncomfortable. Defining decolonization for the international development sector, I think, means something very specific, simply because this sector is built on colonial foundations. And so to decolonize it means creating the necessary conditions for the international development sector to be obsolete.
I don't know that there's a right definition on how to define decolonization. I actually had to explain it to my husband the other day. I was writing something and I used the term decolonization. And then he goes, "Are you trying to clean your colon?" So I think this is where we really need to get into the vocabulary in understanding the systemic oppression, the systemic discrimination, and breaking it down into systems so that we can put it into easier context where people can understand.